Welcome back to the studios of LEB TV. It's another Brennon Willard podcast. Willard's Wisdom's brought to you today by Lakeside Auto Repair and by Schaefer's Oil. Well, we got some breaking news to talk about, don't we?
Yeah, a little bit. I've been trying to work some stuff together, and I think we've figured it out. And barring anything stupid happening, we'll be returning to Asphalt on Saturday, August 2nd at I44 Speedway. So excited to come back pavement racing. Haven't done it. I didn't realize it'd been 6 years, I guess, since 2019. So not set a lap in a car in pavement since 2019. So going to need to test a little bit. I'm not going to get much, but going to try to cram into one evening of testing here real quick and see what we got and get ready to get back on pavement, and really excited to be back racing at home. Not sure how much we're going to do of this, but going to try to mix in a couple starts here and there, and hopefully the schedules will line up. I need to look and see how many more we're going to be able to do, but everything lines up and works out right. We'll obviously do it when we're not racing on dirt, and dirts are still our primary focus. But
so the dirt car is not going to be parked in the garage and covered up for the fall and winter.
No. This is want to come back and want to do it the right way. That's what's taken so long, is I wanted to do it the right way. We had a modified that we were going to race on dirt a little bit on our off weekends, and just didn't have the off weekends to do it. And even then it was going to be traveling more than I wanted to be. And I'm like, I can go race at home some. And with Aaron running the racetrack and us just owning it, but 100% leasing, and I'm not worried about what happens on the program. I can truly go back. And I left pavement racing for 3 reasons. And the number one reason is I was literally trying to race and worried about timing and scoring, and worried about the concession stands, and worried if the lights didn't come on, I had to go do that. And I remember racing at Bolivar one night, worried I could not drive as hard as I needed to because I didn't want to get into another car and cause a wreck and then not be able to come to Lebanon. Like, if that enters your head, you can't do that. And we had qualifying one night for the 100 lappers in 2019, and literally had to get out of line and be the last car in line to qualifying because the timing loop wasn't working, and I had to go work on the timing loop, which is okay. But I'm sitting there going, how are you going to win and focus on your program? Like, everybody else is down here worried about this, and you're not focused. So to do it, I wanted to be able to focus, and I also feel like at that time, I wasn't sure the direction of where the racetracks were going to go. I knew that me racing there wasn't going to help it, and just wanted to be my own person. I always have wanted to dirt race anyway, so I went that route, and I'm going to continue to do that. That's not changing, but if I can go race a little bit of pavement when I can, that's what I want to do too. I joked around with Bubba Pollard a lot last year that, his family owns a dirt track and he's pavement racing. And I'm like, you're as backwards as I am. Like, you're freaking asphalt racing and your family owns a dirt track, but it's the same reasons, and he does go there and he races a lot now at his own racetrack on dirt. And I think that I'm a lot better race car driver than I was in 2019. I guess we're going to find out. But, I've learned a lot, and obviously I've forgotten a lot, but it's going to be, there is a lot of differences in between pavement and dirt, a whole lot. And Dylan Bates is fast, and Jimmy Phone's won a lot of races. There's a lot of good guys out there. So we'll have our hands full, but we'll see how we end up. And I don't know, it's 25 or 30 laps. It's not a long race, so that's good. Good and bad. I'd rather it be a long race so I got time to get into a rhythm and work it out. But at the same time, I know they're timing in. I'm not sure if they're running heat races or not, but it is what it is. Like, we'll get our car dialed in and get back to that for at least one night and see what happens after that.
So as far as getting a pavement car ready to go, kind of give us a timeline to when this idea hatched. And,
oh my gosh, this idea has been going on for a year.
Where the car is at right now and how soon it's going to be done.
The cars, we've been doing this idea is, I had a car bought in 2022, at the end of 20, I don't know what year it was. I had a car bought to race some in 24. When Aaron reopened the track in 24, I was going to race some then. Didn't have the time and was going to have to invest too much time and money and resources into that and pushed it down the road. Guy wanted the car. I never even brought the car home. Like, I bought it. Another guy called and bought it back, whatever. But at the end of 24, I was really considering it again, and had gotten close a couple different times to working some deals on some cars, and I'm like, man, I just hate to put my own money into something that's going to race 2 or 3 times a year. That's been my holdup. Is I know if there's a conflict and I'm running a Mars race, if there's a Mars race against an I44 race, I got to go to the Mars race. Like, I have commitments to that. That's what I've put all my time and effort and money into, that resources. It costs, the amount of money it costs to run a dirt late model is insane. So it was coming up with being able to have the, move your resources around to have a asphalt car there and having the right crew around me. I feel like we got a couple of really good guys in our shop right now that can help. The car we got's ready to go. So like, we're putting stickers on it and driving it. Like, there's no setup. It came ready to go. So, and that was the reason that it had to be the right car. It had to be everything had to be right. I didn't want to go get a car and work on it for 6 months. And I just wanted to be able to find something that I know is right. The setup's in it. I know what it needs. And, well, I think I know what it needs. The other issue is I've been out of a pavement car for 6 years. And I didn't realize it had been that many years, but I mean, 5.5, basically. Things have changed in 5.5 years. That's a lot. And your shocks aren't the same. The bump stops aren't the same. The tires are not the tires. I can't imagine how much those tires have changed. Just COVID hit. And when COVID hit, everything changed in the racing world. And, the tires in the dirt world that we're getting are not the same as they were 2 years ago. And Asphalt's had the same thing. So we're on a different tire than it's the same tire we're supposed to be on, but I know it has changed. And the racetrack's aged 5 years. Mm-hmm. The racetrack's gotten a lot rougher and lost a lot of grip, which I like. To me, that's what makes pavement racing better. So a lot of changes there that I'm going to have to figure out. And just, not everything all your adjustments are backwards. So you just have to remember all that and know what to do with the race car. But we got good people around us and people come to help us. So it'll be, like I said, for me to do it, I wanted to do it right. And I had some chances to do it before, and I'm like, it wasn't the right time. And then if I can put together my own program, the goal is to run I-44 and run however many races we can a year at I-44, go to Indianapolis Raceway Park, go to Mobile, Alabama, and eventually go to the Snowball Derby and one time put all our resources together, get ready to go to the Snowball Derby and try to make it. And so that is the ultimate goal. That is not a 2025 goal. It's against the Dome in St. Louis. The Snowball Derby and the Dome are the same day. So more than likely, we're not going to the Snowball Derby. I'll just put it out there that way. And I don't feel like you can go to the Snowball Derby right now. Like, to go to the Snowball Derby for 2026, you got to start preparing. And that's kind of that is the long-term goal, is get some pavement racing under our belt, try to hit 1 or 2 races in Pensacola next year. If this is something that, if we go out there and absolutely suck and don't want to do it, then whatever. But go do that and with the intent of going to Snowball Derby one time the right way. See if we can just make the, if you just make the Snowball Derby, you've done something. So, to me, that's just kind of that is our goal, and that's long-term what I want to do. So, still not, I don't want to take away from my dirt program. I think it'll help my dirt program too. You know what I mean? Just
that's my next question. I mean, this will be like riding a bike for you eventually. I mean, it'll come back to you pretty soon, but, how do you feel that's going to complement your dirt racing?
There's definitely bad habits you learn on pavement that you got to be careful of. But I also feel like there's some things that can help both. You know, I think a pavement race is like a dry, slick dirt track. So when I first went to dirt, it was really hard for me to throw the car in on entry, you really turn hard in on entry, and then back steer. And you're back steering the entire corner. Asphalt, if you throw the car in, you're going to wreck so dang hard, and because you know it's very precise. It's a precision type movement. Where dirt, you hope that your car is at a precise place, and it's getting closer and closer to being that for everybody. But you still, when it's hammer down wide open in qualifying and hot laps, you're throwing the car in, and you're just absolutely jerking the steering wheel. So that is different, but you're on and off the gas, throttle control. You know, the car control that you learn on dirt is, you can't, it's just such a valuable thing. If you go look at the Cup Series, go look at the best guys in NASCAR right now, and they have most of them have a dirt background. You know, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, those guys are really, really good. Tyler Reddick, like great dirt racers. Great car control, and your car control is where you win races. That guy right there on that door had really good car control, and he learned that on dirt as well. So, I mean, I'm not Larry Phillips. I'm never going to be Larry Phillips. Nobody around here is going to be Larry Phillips, but I thought Larry Phillips was the greatest of all time because he could win on dirt and on pavement. And to be a great race car driver, you need to be good on both. And if you want to look back and be like, hey, what did I do in my life? Well, I mean, I would like to be good on both. So got a long way to go on both sides, but we'll see. I mean, do you think you're going to go in there and just dominate and pick back up? And that's not going to be easy. That's false. But I do think that we can compete, or we wouldn't be doing it. And obviously we're going to try to win. We're not going to not try to win. But, you know, Dylan's fast and Jimmy's fast and Joe Ross is, there's a lot of really fast race cars there. So you, who have a lot more laps than I do, you know, right now I've not seen that place, driven my truck around it once, you know what I mean? Like, I've not done anything on that racetrack. So, to go back and have fun and try to get a pavement program going again, would be good. And, you know, and that's what we're looking at, you know, is to get a pavement program going. If someday I step out of not going to race forever, right? And then you got to decide on if you want to get a driver development deal going, and that would give us that opportunity. And that's something else we're looking at is, you know, to help somebody get to the next level. They want to have a really good race car to do something with. We'll have that. So
I44 Speedway has hatched some pretty good drivers.
They
down through the
have,
years.
and it has. It's just a lot of talent. And I the reality is winning there means more to me than most places anyways. So you're doing this because you love it and you enjoy it. And my daughter was 1 year old or a year old when we raced pavement and we won there. She don't remember that, you know, and my son does. But my daughter doesn't remember asphalt racing, doesn't get asphalt racing, doesn't like asphalt racing. And it bugs me. So that part really bugs me, actually. 'Cause she's grown up at the dirt track, and she loves going to tier parking. And that was the one thing, Daddy, I want to go to tier parking and hang out, you know, but she can hang out in the pits, have a headset on, and see what Braden got to see, and I do enjoy both surfaces. So, hopefully we get, Braden's program. We talked about that with him, and the next step for him is a Bandolero in my eyes. So I'm making that, to me, that was the other thing is, hey, if we go get a pavement car, we can, both of us go race. Once he gets a little bit more experience, he can get in a Bandolero and we both go race at I44 the same night. And it's obviously something I want to do there too. So, there's a lot of things that are going along with that, but, I'm very excited and, hopefully that, maybe I'll sell a few tickets and, put some butts in the seats at the racetrack. I hope that does that as well. So I haven't raced at home in 6 years. So I got a lot of people that ask how we do each week, want to know how we do each week, want to come watch us race. So here's your chance. We're right in town. So no excuses. It's back to school night or something like that. And so we're going to make it happen and see what happens on August 2nd.
Two different cars. Your help is really going to be instrumental now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And they have zero pavement experience, but we know what to do on those. And I got some people that help me on pavement stuff, and I have stayed in touch with that world and got good notes on the car. So see how this test goes, and as long as this test goes okay and nothing happens in a bad way out of the test, we'll be okay, and we'll jump in it and go at it again. So I'm excited. I've not been this excited about anything in a while on the racing side of things. And like I said, I'm not leaving dirt or anything like that, but just do this a little bit and see what happens.
Next Mars race is Sycamore, Illinois on Friday, August the 8th. That's $5,000 to win night. Then the following night, you go to Macon, Illinois for $10,000.
For 10, yeah. Big money those 2 nights. So I've been to Sycamore, I had only been there once, but we had a really good car that night and broke a rear end in the feature. Man, we were really good. So I'm excited to go back there. That was one of the nights that when you have good race cars and you remember when you have a good night. And so I'm very excited to get back there. That was a 2-day show, and the second night got rained out when we went there for MLRA years ago. So long drive to Sycamore, but excited to go there. And then Macon, I've never seen it, heard stories, little bitty bull ring, Illinois bull ring. That's what that's why we're racing Mars, but about the size of the dome, actually. So just excited to go to Macon and, see that place for the first time, but be a lot of fun getting ready for this Mars stuff as well. So we'll see what happens this weekend, and then get ready to get dirt on our hands and pull tear-offs the next week.
Yep. All right. As Kenny Wallace says, breaking news in the garage area. You've heard it here first. You've heard it here first. Well, good luck getting that pavement program going, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Hopefully we have a trophy to come back with, right? And,
absolutely.
Have a good night on Saturday night. So see everybody there. Come watch us. Come hang out. Buy a dirt T-shirt from us, and maybe we'll have to put pavement cars on those shirts too.
That'll do it for today's show with Brennon Willard, brought to you by Schaefer's Oil and by Lakeside Auto Repair. Thanks for tuning in from the studios of LEB TV.